Well, then I think today the topic that we need to discuss is evolution of market concept, right? The syllabus is marketing and trade of forest produce, and as told you, this the first topic is nature and scope of marketing. But before entering into the nature and scope of marketing, you must understand the evolution. It means how this marketing concept come into the picture, right? From where it has started and why marketing concept is there. Despite market, people already studied that, right? But why the concept of marketing has to be studied, why we need to understand the concept of marketing. So first we need to understand, today I'll try to finish it with the evolution of marketing concept. So before starting, so first thing that we need to understand the concept of market, right? You people are all aware about the market. Every day you are going to the market, despite there is a COVID situation, but still on this certain cycle, the shop is open, people are visiting the market, right? So have experience of market. So in the market, what you supposed to see there? Obviously, in the market, there is a physical place, isn't it? It's a kind of physical place, or nowadays it is also a virtual place where buyer and seller has to meet. Buyer will come, seller is already there, both are supposed to meet, they're supposed to agreed on certain price, and then the transaction has to be takes place. So that place is basically is the market, isn't it? It may be in a physical condition. It means physical conditions means it may have a certain geographical boundary, right? Or it may have in nowadays a virtual platform. So you can easily understand the concept here if you read the definition also. What is the definition says? A market is defined as the sum total of all the buyers and sellers in the area or region under consideration, right? Right. So area or region. So area or region signify either the physical form of or in a virtual form. Right. And area also define a boundary, geographical boundary. So as the even the definition suggests, right? Okay, what is market? So it is a sum total of buyer and seller. Buyer and seller has to come a certain place. Either the platform is virtual or either the platform is real. There is no argument on that. Whatever the platform that buyer and seller are using, they are supposed to come each other, then supposed to negotiate certain price, and then the transaction has to take place. So if any place this kind of activity has to be taken, that place is called market. So why I'm discussing this word market also, because the market and marketing is totally different concept. Generally, the students or even the people are just using synonymously market and marketing the same thing, but it is not the same thing here. That's why I have explained you the concept of market. I hope all of you understand this word market. Is there any question from this? Any question from anyone from this particular word market? Okay. So now we need to move to the another concept. Now we come to the marketing. That is important because our main concern is to understand the marketing. Then you can understand the difference between market and marketing. So first you look at the definition. I think the slide is open to all of you. Marketing is all about identifying the needs of customer and satisfying those needs profitably with the help of the product. Now here you just look at that. There are certain key words that we need to understand about the marketing. First, identifying the needs, then satisfying and the product. See, in the market is a place where the buyer has to buy certain product and sellers to sell certain product. This is the only concept of market. But in the marketing, what you have to understand, marketing is what? Marketing means first we need to identify, we need to understand what a consumer need or what the consumer wants, right? That things need to be identified, and then on the basis of that identification, right, we are supposed to design the product so that the need or the wants will be satisfied. This is the difference between market and marketing. Market only buying and selling, but here no buying and selling. Here, if you look at that, is one kind of psychological or one kind of philosophy has to be used, right? What the philosophy is there? When you are using the concept of marketing, first you need to make a proper study. You can say it's a kind of research work to understand the mindset of customer. What actually the customer required or what actually the consumer need to meet their needs or wants. Whatever the needs or wants, there is unlimited needs or wants. So the consumer has a one kind of framework. What kind of product they need to meet their uh, needs, right? So as a marketing, we need to, if we are doing this marketing activity, so we have to understand that mindset. After understanding the mindset, right, we have to design the product accordingly. So if the product has to match with this mindset, obviously satisfaction level has to be achieved. So marketing is all about for those kind of activity. There are three important activity the marketing has: identifying the consumer needs, then you have to satisfying those needs also with the help of the product that you are selling. Have you get that? I hope the concept of marketing, this definition has been clearly understood by all of you. Okay then. So I am convinced that most of you have understand the word marketing also. Now the evolution. How this concept come into the picture. Another important aspect initially, if you look historically, you people have studied the history, right? Okay, so Shashadri is asking, please explain again the difference, sir. You can easily look at the difference between the market and marketing. See, market is a place. Listen carefully. Market is a place, right? It may be real or virtual. It may be a geographical boundary. It may be without boundary. Geographical boundary means any market in a physical form. It has a boundary. And if you go for the virtual platform, there is no boundary at all, right? So market is a place. The place is there, product is already there, and the buyer and seller coming, they have supposed to agree on certain price, and the transaction has to take place. That is market. But marketing is not buying and selling. Marketing is understand the psychology of a consumer, right? So that is psychology. Psychology means what the consumer wants. You have to identify that. You are not supposed to sell any product to the consumer. You are just identifying what the consumer wants, right? And then you are designing those product, or if you are not designing, so you are trying to get those product for the customer or the consumer, through which consumer are able to satisfy their own needs or desire. This is marketing. In marketing, you are not selling anything, right? But in market, the buying and selling has to be takes place. I hope the thing is clear. Or still you have a question? Anyone has any question again? Okay, so let me move to this next. Then we need to the evolution. It means how this marketing concept come into the picture. So what I told you, if you go back to the history, you have studied in your history book that there is an industrial revolution has been taken place, right? So when the industrial revolution has been taken place, some new product come into the picture, right? And at that time, those industrialists have not doing any kind of research, but they're just making product so that the production can be increased very easily, and people are able to get that product in a very efficient way. Because if there is no machine, the task is very cumbersome. But the thing is that so they're just making their product. So only those they are doing this production activity and they're selling that without understanding the uh, human psychology, what actually the human is there, isn't it? So initially the things have been started from there. First, only the production and selling has to be gone there, and nowadays the things has been improved and improved and improved, and now you have seen the things that you have, right? You can easily understand the current situation, and you can match that those situation with the historically whatever the things has been happened in those time, even in the 60s and 70s, right? If you go back, if you're going to study this economics for times, you will get some information. Then in the 60s and 70s, only the production is there. There is no this kind of activity. There is no research work has been related to the consumer mindset, what the consumer required. But the companies are only producing the product, and their job is to sell either through the heavy promotion or any kind of predatory activity, but anyway they're supposed to sell without understanding whether their product is going to satisfy the needs or not, but they just sell it, right? So after that some stagnation has to be taken place. You can read all this story, I'm not supposed to do that. Then this marketing concept come into the picture. So I like to discuss these two definition, how the things has to be there, right? So if you look at the definition, what this Kotler Armstrong, these two researchers have defined marketing as the process by which companies create value for customer and build strong customer relationship in order to capture value from the customer in nature. So again, you look at here, there are two or three keywords that we need to understand. Value for customer, strong relationship, right, and customer return. So two or three things has to be see here. Value is not related to directly to the price. Have you get that? Value is not directly to the price. Value means the perception, how a consumer is have a perception related to the product. That is value. It may be cultural perception, it may be social perception, it may be political perception, any kind of perception people have. That is value. Try to create value for customer and build a strong relationship. A strong relationship means what? After sale, what I told you historically or in even till the 1670s, there is no customer relationship has to be there, right? Only production and selling, game over. No one supposed to ask you what is going on. But nowadays I think if people are every day calling this uh, customer call center to discuss if some problem, what is this, right? This is one kind of marketing, because the company nowadays have understand the psychology that our consumer need a post sale support or post sale help. So how this concept, so because of this research work, what the Kotler suggested that if we have to conduct the marketing activity, so these two or three aspects should be touched. What? You have to create value for customer, then you have to establish the relationship, right? And then if you look at there, capture value from customer return. Capture value means what? Capture value means loyalty. Loyalty, right? Why you people are tend to buy a certain product every time? For example, one person is going to buy a Nike shoes, but every time is supposed to buy the Nike, right? So what that matter? First, company has created the value for customer. It means customer is going to satisfy his mindset is totally satisfied with this Nike shoes. Then after that, selling, the post sale activity is also like if you have any problem with the shoe, if any kind of activity, you can consult the company. And in return, and if you are totally satisfied, in return you become a loyal customer of that particular company. So all, either the firm or the consumer, both are in a benefit form. Have you get that? I hope that this definition is clear to all of you. Have you understand this definition? Kotler Armstrong. Is there any question? If something you people are unable to understand? Sange, you have just once more. So see, rather than saying once more, all of you at least specify what the point that you have missed or what the point that you are unable to understand. So things will be very simple for me to explain you, right? Right. So all of you, okay, when you have any doubts, so specify. Okay, with this point, this word we are unable to understand. Okay, again I am repeating in a few seconds. See what the Porter Armstrong suggests related to the marketing activity. When you are conducting any marketing activity, at least these three or four activities should be there. What the activity is there? You have to create value for customer. What I told you, value for customer. Value for customer means customer mindset or the customer imagination, customer perception should match the product, right? So the things should be valuable for customer. Sometimes you have to attach to psychology, sometimes you have to attach with your emotionally also that the value is there. So when customer has attachment with the product, then you have to have a relationship with the customer, right? It means post-sale activity. And when the post-sale activity will be there, so in return, what the company will get, right? Company will get loyal customer. So if all this activity has to be conducted, so in whole sum, this is called marketing. I hope now the things is clear. After that, some more things has to be added in the marketing. The next definition I'd like to discuss with all of you. If you go look at the American Market Association, the definition, one definition is given by this AMA, American Market Association. Again, just look at there. The activity, set of institution and process for creating, communicating, delivering, exchanging offering that have a value for customer, clients, partners, society at large, right? So there's a big difference between both the definition. Here there is no mention of society is there, but here society has to be included. Rest is same. You are creating a product, communicating means obviously it may be pre-sale, it may be post-sale. Then you are delivering, then you are exchanging offering means you as a postal activity, everything has to be conducted there. But here society has to be included. Society means now any activity that is as a uh, marketing concept, so it is a long term impact. See here in this particular Kotler and definition, only the consumer has to be there, and there is no mention of long term impact, right? But in this American Market Association, the definition is almost same, only few things has to be added, that is society, right? So if you have a society means society is a group of client and customers, everything is there. It means now the marketing activities approach a long term approach. Now initially it is a short term, and but now it's a long term approach, and there now activity has to be when you are conducting this marketing activity, so you are just looking as a whole society, not as an individual customer only. So is it clear both of the difference to all of you? This is both the definition has been cleared. If any question, if any, raise your question. Okay, if you have no question now, but later on you can raise your question. But now the thing is that how this definition come into the picture again. As I told you, historically you have just production, selling, everything. So how and even what the need of this kind of definition, or what the need of this kind of activity has been included, right? So we need this paradigm shift that we need to understand here. So just look at there how this marketing concept come into the picture. Initially it is production concept, then after that product concept will be there, then we have the selling concept, and after that marketing concept, Then you have a societal marketing concept, but nowadays it is a holistic. So things have been started from production, but now it is holistic marketing concept. So I like to explain you all these concept one by one from production to holistic. Right? We need to understand. And if you have again any doubt, you can immediately ask a question, whatever be in your mind. Right? So let's start with the production concept, isn't it? So I hope the slide is clear to all of you, where you can easily uh, uh, look at the slide, you can understand that. Right? Production concept. What the production concept says that. So there is simple hypothesis has to be used by industrialists that consumer is supposed to favor only those products which are easily available and highly affordable. Right? I'm talking about when this industrial revolution, everything come into the picture. And that time the industry is only this thing in mind, because initially there is no machine, so performing any task is a bit cumbersome. But now when machine has been developed, so industrialists think that they are supposed to produce certain product, right? And the concept that are using there, through this their product will be easily available and highly affordable. It means price mechanism is there, and only production easily available is what? As per the supply, the production has to be channelized. So things will be easily available. Is it clear? And highly affordable. It means the price is also very nominal, so that anyone can able to get that. So because of that, they are just putting their focus on improving production. See, there is no product is written over there. Listen carefully. Right? They are not improving their product. They are just improving the mechanism to raise more and more production. And the purpose for raising production is to meet the supply chain appropriately, so that the product is available in the market very easily. And if proper supply chain will be there, so basically price will be nominal. Have you get that? And so this is the basic meaning of production concept. And there's some more points I like to add here. Basically this philosophy is, as I told you, is just as far back as 1850s, right? And it has extended to till 90s. It started from 1850s when all this revolution has started, and then 90s. At that time in United States, industrial revolution has been started basically, and even this electricity, and then we have rail transportation, division of labor, every lots of several mechanism has been developed to raise the production, right? So the only this concept, this industry keep in mind, we have to make the product easily available, so we have to raise only the production. So initially the concept of marketing has evolved from this production concept. Have you get this? Is it clear to all of you, this concept, production concept? Okay, then after that we have this product concept. This is product concept, and this concept basically come in between 1900 to 1930s, and some extension after that also there. So this product concept come into the picture, right? So here initially production, it means here just you are raising the number of product, but here product come into the picture now, right? What? Okay, now quality improvement and innovation. Just look at it. Production, you are just raising the number, but now in product you are raising the quality. Production, it is quantity, but in product it is quality. So initially when it started, obviously quantity has to be there, but after that quality need to be improved. So this production concept comes into the picture. Here the philosophy is there. You have to improve the quality and innovation. Innovation is means some more new feature has to be added. You are not changing the product, you are just improving the same product, right? So that the satisfaction level can be raised. So the consumer are getting more and more satisfaction from that particular product. That's why innovation is there. This invention is not it. Invention means you are just developing complete new product. But innovation, product is there. Some more and more features has to be added. As you look at it, very simple thing I like to say you there. Apple for that every 6 months they are introducing some 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I don't know, X, Y, Z, everything. So what they are doing? Are they doing anything new? They're just adding some more features or some more design, something like that. That's called innovation, right? And in this product concept, focus on continuous product improvement, right? So every time in this concept, um, product improvement as well, there some feature has to be developed. Their design can be changed or some color has to be changed. I hope how many have we used this Lux soap during your childhood? I hope most of you use that Lux. Yes or no? Yes, most of it use a Lux. If you remember your childhood time, the color or the design of Lux, now you have said that. Now there's certain modification has to be made so that the consumer has to interact with the product, isn't it? Lots of product you people have used during childhood, the same product you are using now. But there's initially there is no namak in your Colgate, but now there is namak in your Colgate, isn't it? They're not changing Colgate, they're not changing the name of something, only they are improving, isn't it? So that is product concept. So hope you have understand this all of you, this production and product concept. Any question from up to this point? See, I have started from this the word market, and now I am here in this evolution. So, if any question up to this point, you people can ask a question. It's okay. So let's move ahead. Huh? So after that, selling concept come into the picture. Again, you have keep in mind we have started with the production, then product, then you have a selling product, production, product, and then you have a selling philosophy come into the picture. You can easily understand the paradigm shift, how this concept has to be developed, marketing concept has to be developed, right? And if you read the things properly, so this concept is dominant between 1930s to 1950, right? Where the selling, only selling has to be there, only selling whatever be the market wants or whatever be the consumer needs, that no concern, just do heavy promotion, do some predatory move, do uh, predatory marketing, make sorry, predatory selling activity, and so just sell your product. So selling concept and very short instant, very short and a very short instant this concept has to be, I think in the 1930 to 1950, right, where the industrialists or their personnel is doing some heavy promotion activity, lots of hoarding has to be posted there, some superstar has to be hired just to sell. So if you look back, and most of you are very fond of all these movies, I hope you have seen the movie. Generally Hollywood, in the Bollywood, the stars or the superstars are just smoking every time they are smoking. So these are this one kind of promotion this all the industry has doing through these films also. So only the heavy promotions. If you see the James Bond movie in this 50s James Bond movie, they are all smoking every time smoking and all these activities there. So in this selling concept, only the heavy promotion has to be there, right? So you just look at the point also. You can easily answer differing what the market wants. They are not concerning about what the customer need, what the market wants, but produce and sell. Simple activity. By any means, you have to sell. Have you get that? Selling concept. So this is the selling concept coming to the picture with a very short stint. And then we have another paradigm shift. Then come this. Right? As if you look at there again, I'm back to those slides so that you can easily memorize that. Production, product, selling, then marketing. Isn't there societal, then holistic? So after understanding these three, you go for this marketing. Then this marketing concept come into the picture, right? So what the market, I have already explained you in detail also there, but let me make you in the nutshell. So simple, need and wants has to be understand of the present customer and also for the target customers, right? And then deliver the product to consumer better than the competitor. That's another important thing. And find the right product for the consumer. I've already explained you, so I'm not going to get into detail. So just read those points. You can easily understand that. In the marketing concept, what the things has to be done? We need to identify the needs and wants of target customers, and then you have to deliver those product better than your competitors. And most important thing is you have to find the right product for the consumer, right? Right product for the consumer. Initially any product you have to sell it, but here right product for the consumer. So this is all about the this market. So these are the evolution, both the definition come into the picture. This is the evolution from where we started and where we have to reach there, and what is the current scenario. So this is marketing. Now after that, the next part. So before moving that, this small concept I like to discuss with all of you: the difference between marketing and selling. Difference between marketing and selling. Maybe this kind of question will come in your mind. So just look at it. Starting point for selling is factory. Factory or the organization or the firm where the product has to be produced. Right? What the focus is there? Only existing product. It means whatever the company is producing. Right? Focus is totally only on that. And how supposed to sell? Through the promotion. And how they are getting the profit? By sales. It means they are supposed to sell more and more their product, and they are supposed to get the profit. Again I am repeating, what the selling? Selling means a factory is there. Factory is producing some product. Whatever the product they are producing, then their personnel has to conduct certain promotional activity, and they are supposed to sell those products to get the more and more revenue. That is selling concept. But if you look at the marketing, what the marketing philosophy says, marketing starts from the market, right? Here the term market means what? Market means the buyer and seller, right? These things you need to understand. Here market doesn't represent the whole place there. Here market is the buyer and seller. So if you get this buyer and seller, so for a factory, when the seller is the customer, and for a retailer, we are a customer. So in the then focus is customer needs. It means what the consumer required. Then integrated marketing involves everything. I'll discuss this whole integration of marketing later on. So integration means the marketing channel, the wholesaler, even the social condition, the economic condition, the political condition, everything has to be studied here, right? And how the profit has to be earned? Through the satisfaction. Through the satisfaction. What the satisfaction means? How through the satisfaction our firm is going to get profit? So as I told you, loyalty, right? If you are satisfied, every time you are supposed to choose that product. See, we all are a habitual of certain shampoo brand. We all are habitual of a certain toothpaste brand. We all are habitual of a certain a brand for the cloth, isn't it? So why we are so habitual? Because we are satisfied, and when you get satisfied, so you become a loyal to the company, isn't it? And when loyalty come into the picture, profit has to come. Have you get that? Is it clear to all of you this concept, marketing and sell? Any question? Anyone has? Okay, McDerrick, what the question is, what if the consumer used to a certain but a new product is more affordable introduced to the consumer, but the consumer not able to understand how the product works, right? So that's why I told you, McDerrick. That's why I told you, if you have a totally satisfied, it is a very difficult to switch the product, very difficult, right? And if you are switching to that product, so because of only selling activity, not marketing activity, because heavy promotion has to be conducted there, and then you are using another product because of heavy promotions, right? Not because of satisfaction, isn't it? So once you are starting using any new product, no issue on that, you can use it, but that is selling, right? If new product come into the picture, so that is selling activity has to be connected there, so that at least consumer has to buy at the first chance. So if first chance you're buying, that is selling activity, right? And when you satisfied, then again you become a loyal, and then the things will be same again. This marketing concept come into the picture. Have you get that? Like this, or if any question. See, and one more thing that I like to say, you have said that new products are more affordable. See, people generally, if you are consuming any product, you are using that product as per your affordability, isn't it? Are you doing any product that is not affordable by you, McDerrick? So generally, all the things that we are using, either the household things or whatever, that is bit affordable, that suits our pocket, then you can use any product. And if you have to switch, generally switch over is very less. Very few people are supposed to switch the new product, right? And when they are switching the new product because of only selling activity, it means heavy promotions are there, or some extraordinary feature has to be explained, then you people are supposed to tend to change their perception. Otherwise, there's loyalty will be there, and the things has to be continued. Now, is there any more question from anyone? Oh, I'll explain you. See, first let me discuss the concept, Cindy. And obviously, I'll go through that. What the purpose of marketing first? We have a complete topic on that. I'll explain you everything. But in this session, I like to explain you first the basics. What is marketing? When you understand that, I can easily make you understand the purpose of marketing in forestry. I'll explain you. Don't worry, whole topic is there in your syllabus also. Hmm. So, okay, so I think no question at all. Clear, nahi Biswendra? You have Biswendra, no clear. So, what the doubt we have? Okay, so let's move. Okay, so I have intention to now close the session here itself. and in the next session I'll move ahead with this particular marketing concept. So let me summarize what we have studied. I have started the concept of market, then I switched to the marketing, then I'm just starting the discussion on the evolution, and here I'm closing a session with the discussion on this marketing, the difference between marketing versus sales concept, right? So in the next session we'll move forward from here itself.